Good morning and welcome to today's Parents How-To video. I am Karen Locke Kolp. I am the host of a show called We Turned Out Okay, which is also for parents of young children. So if you are one, welcome, and I really hope this helps today. We're talking about 4 ways that you can help your child make friends. This is something that a lot of people feel that is beyond their purview. Like it's something that they just don't know how to do. Maybe feel like it can't be done. And I taught preschool for nearly a decade, and I have now spent the last 5 years helping parents in their lives with their young children. And so I promise you, this can be done. You can help your child make friends. And I want to get into. I've got 4 ways to do this today, and I want to get them into their simplest form for you so that you can feel like, oh, I can actually do this. Because I think a lot of times if it feels like it's too big, we will give up and we won't try. So I like to try and think about this as like what's the help your child make a friend equivalent of just dropping and doing one push-up. And that's what we're going to do today. So the first way is to get them out to where there are other people that they could potentially make friends with. And the simplest way that I can think of to do this is to go to someplace free, that where there is open-ended play, like a library, children's room, or if the weather's bad, or even if the weather's good, sometimes it's nice to just hang out there, or a park, or a McDonald's, or one of those kind of play places, just places where there are other kids around, and let them be as open-ended as possible. Try to intervene as little as possible. If you feel like you must intervene, definitely do so. But kids can work out a lot more than we kind of think they might be able to. So that's one. 2 is model friendship behaviors. And I think the simplest form of this is, picture this, where you invite a family over, the parent and kids or child, to come and play. And instead of just dropping the child off, the parent actually stays. And you have coffee or something like that. And you're sitting somewhere prominent. Maybe you're in the living room and the kids are sort of playing throughout the living room or the family room. And what's happening is they can see you and hear you, even if you don't think they are listening and watching. They totally are. And if they see you like turn taking and talking together and not checking your phone, right? I think screens really can get in the way of this, and that is something that's becoming clearer and clearer as we live with these wonderful but also kind of terrible devices. So modeling good friend behavior means kind of setting your phone, on another table somewhere away and concentrating on the person right in front of you. That's how we can model good friendship behavior. Number 3 is help your child verbalize their own feelings. So before we can understand somebody else's feelings, and what if we've done something to hurt them, or if we're feeling frustrated with a friend, we kind of have to understand our own feelings. And the simplest way that I can think of to do this is for you, if you see your child in a moment of anger or sadness or frustration or even happiness, I mean, to be able to stop and say, wow, you look X right now. I can totally tell that you are feeling very upset, very angry, because your fists are clenched and your face looks, cramped up, and are you angry? And have your child verbalize, yes, I am angry. I feel angry. If they can, I mean, even pre-verbal kids can do this, but it's the acknowledgement of the understanding of what that feeling is, because before we can be a good friend, we have to understand our own feelings. Like that's the root of a lot of human behavior. Is we do better when we understand our feelings, and then we can go out into the world and be a better friend, because we're starting with this basis of understanding, right? And then the fourth one, the last one, is help your child resolve conflicts in a way that doesn't stomp all over them. And I don't mean that, we never mean, I think, to stomp all over our kids, but to instead of swooping in sort of and making a sort of declaring this fight is over and you're going to get that toy and you're not. Like, I've done this myself. It is a very easy trap for us to get caught into. If that is If you have sometimes gotten caught in that trap too, hugs to you. The way that I've found that works best, again, over, a lot of experience now raising my own kids, but also working, and learning about preschool development, toddler development, early childhood, is if we give kids the chance to speak for themselves and be a partner in resolving their own conflicts, that's really going to help kind of down the line. So the simplest version of that might be for you to ask each child for their, to tell you what happened in their own words, and then ask them, what can we do about this? We've got this problem. This person feels this way and that person feels that way. And here is this broken block tower to look at. What can we do now? So resolving conflicts is something that we need to do all of our lives. We need to do them eventually without intervention from well-meaning parents. And so helping them get started using their own words when they're very young is really going to be helpful for the long term. So those are the four. Get them out, model friend behaviors, help them verbalize their own feelings, and then help them resolve conflicts. Give them training wheels to be able to resolve their own conflicts. And I really hope this has been helpful for you. If you want more on this, I've actually got a whole podcast episode dedicated to this topic. It is located at weturnedoutokay.com/275, which is the episode number. And that's our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please just click the like button. If you would think that a friend might like it, please share it with somebody or share it into a parenting group that you belong to, because hopefully others will find this helpful as well. And then finally, subscribe so that you never miss a thing. I do these pretty well every Thursday, and it's fun to have people there live with me. I know I do them pretty early. And you can always come back and watch them later, but it's fun to have people here live when possible. So that's the thing too. All right, and thank you again so much for watching all the way to the end. Bye.